Where to begin? I have been trying to start this video now for the past 3 weeks, and I'm just going to start. You have to start somewhere, just like with the clearing of the land. I'm going to start with a little bit of history, and directly after this video, I'll give you a day in the life of. I'm going to dedicate this video to my grandfather, Adolfo Ducos, who lived here all of his life, except for the occasional trips to New York. Adolfo Ducos Calvente was born to Rafaela Ducos and Augusto Calvente. You may have noticed that she gave him her name first, which is Ducos. She was not married to Augusto Calvente, and that was unheard of at the time, but they were desperate for a boy in the family. This beautiful family photo shows my grandfather on his horse at about age 12. This photo is from the 1920s, and beside him is his mother, Rafaela Ducos. She was an independent, strong woman. She wore pants when other women were wearing skirts, and it was unheard of for a woman to be dressed in pants, let alone run a farm and be a single mother. If you look closely at this picture, you will see the same faces in different shades, and that is our family. Our family is a mix of French, Spanish, and African heritage, and we embrace each of them equally. We have been taught this all our lives since we were born, that we are of mixed race descent. In 1931, my grandfather departed San Juan on the USS Cuomo and headed towards New York City. He had a degree and he spoke 4 languages. In 1931, my abuelo ended up at 212 East 106th Street in Spanish Harlem. Some of his cousins were already in New York in the early 1900s. Did he go to New York for work or pleasure? One thing we do know is that when he came back, he brought with him the numbers game. He was a bolitero, a game called bolita. I was wondering if I should say that or not, but I wanted to keep his story authentic, and that's his history, that's his life. He was, through it all, still a farmer. Even though he had a great education and was cultured, he considered himself a jíbaro. He was first and foremost a farmer. And in the 1940s, when the sugarcane industry collapsed in Puerto Rico, we had essentially a sugar plantation. He diversified and turned all his sugarcane into roncaña or pitorro. On the land I still find relics of his bygone days, old jars, and a basement in the house where he would keep his stash. But mostly I find old tools, and that brings me the greatest joy because I see how he worked the land and how the people before him worked the land. Please watch the next video, which is a day in the life, and we've fixed some of this jungle mess up, and you'll meet Saudi Calvente, my cousin. Thank you for watching, and like if you liked it, and subscribe.